Yes, welcome back to the Sports Show. Well, it's time to launch a new segment of the show. Britt and I have been talking about this, so we're going to have Britt's good news story. What have you got, Britt?
Yeah, well, we always talk sport, and sometimes it can be somewhat a bit of a downer, I guess. And yeah, I just thought we'd bring a bit of good news to the show each week. And I found a great one of a local Adelaide man who has recently turned 100, John Skipper. He celebrated his 100th birthday with a round of golf.
A round of golf?
Yeah.
Well done, John, at 100.
Yeah, and he's been a member of the Royal Adelaide Golf Club for 77 years. Absolute legend.
That is a good news story.
Yeah, so he credits his longevity to keeping healthy and his friends that keep him going. And yeah, he received a letter from the Queen. Which I think is one of my life goals.
number one on Britt's good news story. So that would probably get... What's one of your goals? To make it to 100 or get a letter from the Queen?
Get a letter from the Queen. Well, make it to 100, but yeah, I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah, have you ever met the Queen? Have you, in your journey through swimming?
No, the Royals walked through one of the London Olympic Village,
yep.
And they sort of just passed by, but I haven't had a conversation with any of the Royals. Yeah, that would be pretty cool.
Hey, just before we came back from the break, you were talking about some of your swimming mates and some of the little quirks they have. Who's the quirkiest?
Well, yeah, I was chatting about how I saw Taylor Harris, AFLW,
yep.
Also boxing professional as well, in the off-season. She's just come out and announced that she is a qualified marriage celebrant.
Wow.
I think it's great when people have passions outside of the sport. But yeah, I was talking about the quirks or the interesting passions that some of my teammates have had. Kyle Chalmers loves his KC critters, so that's his business, but he loves reptiles and...
He's got snakes and stuff in his house, hasn't he? And lizards
You'd go over there and he'd feed them, and it just wasn't my thing, but
Was it uncomfortable?
A little bit.
Okay, the reason I asked that, one of the guys that I played with, his mates collected snakes. And so I was only 17 the first time I went to his house. He said, I'll come in, and his nickname was Crazy, so it's all starting to add up. And he said, I sit down, and this guy's looking under the lounge, and he's moving around. I said, what is he doing? He goes, one of the snakes has got out and I can't find it. That was it for me. I was out sitting on the front wall. So I don't know. Was it when you walked into Kyle's place and he starts going, here's my snake, here's my lizard. He goes, yeah, I'm not really sure about this.
Well, he kept saying, come round, like I'll show you, I'll feed the snakes, and you can hold some of the blue tongues. And I was like, I don't know if it's my thing. Like, well, can we just go get coffee after training? Like, I'd rather that than go feed your snake. But yeah, I don't know. I think it brings him joy, and so I would support his passions. But yeah, I just thought it was very interesting to see.
You go on to become a marriage celebrant.
Yeah, people who I guess venture off from what your typical either gaming or gambling, which is
well, I know Glenys Nunn,
great,
former gold medalist at the 84 Olympics, has done hers. She's going to be a marriage celebrant.
Yeah.
So it's an interesting one. Often it's more when athletes retire they do it. So an interesting one that Taylor's doing it while she's still competing.
Yeah, I think she says that boxing is an outlet for her. Although she boxes professionally, she claims that boxing is something she likes to do away from the field, like the AFL field, that adds to her overall playing abilities as well. So yeah, she seems like a well-rounded individual, and I think it's pretty cool. Like, good on her.
What was the funniest thing that anyone brought to training? Anyone brought to training? You know how I feel
like Kyle, when we were at a training camp, he would pick up little lizards along the side, like as you're walking into the pool. And yeah, we went up to Darwin for a training camp, and he'd spend his time between training going to see what he could find, like on the side of the road. And
really?
Yeah. So
didn't venture down to Crocodilus in Darwin and try and bring back a crocodile or something like that, did he?
He did do the swim with the crocodiles, but yeah, it was always intriguing to see what he would bring into the team van each day on your way to training.
Did it freak anyone out? Did anyone absolutely freak out? Because
me.
He didn't bring a snake. He'd tell me he never brought a snake.
No, never brought a snake. We were
just talking to Gemma earlier in the show. Of course, she's from Renmark, and off air we're talking about, you see many snakes on the egg farm, and she's kind of like, well, yeah. And you made that comment of, they're as scared of you as you are from them. And I said, no, I know that I'm much scared of the snake than it is of me.
I think it's more feeling a bit better knowing that they might be scared of you. Yeah.
All right, it's up to you, Britt. Come on.
Well, yeah, thanks for joining us today, and we'll see you next time.